Imagine you are an architect holding a blueprint in front of a magnificent building. Feel the weight of responsibility in your hands and the excitement of creation in your heart. Now, what if I told you that that blueprint is not for a building architecture, but for an intricate software solution that is designed to transform a modern enterprise? Welcome to the world of IT architecture, a profession that builds invisible yet incredibly complex software structures that run the modern economy and our daily lives. Be it the websites that you visit or the apps on your mobile phone, IT architects are the heroes who design these interaction experiences. Just like a building architect who designed the space that you live and work, IT architects build digital landscape where data flows, systems connect, and human-machine interaction experiences are enriched. And like building architects, IT architects also balances creativity with law of the land. They adhere to standards like data protection guidelines while pushing the boundaries of innovation. And we also care for the future by making sure that our designs contribute to an equitable and sustainable future. So, what are the skills required to play the role of an IT architect? Technical knowledge is the very foundation upon which IT architects build their innovative and efficient solutions. But they need both technical breadth and technical depth. And technical breadth is more crucial to perform their daily roles. So, what is the difference between these two? Technical breadth refers to the broad spectrum understanding an architect has on a range of topics. It could be programming language, cloud, security, or DevOps. Whereas security depth is about deeper understanding in one particular topic. And from my experience, I would say that you need to have a broad spectrum understanding in order to carry out your job well. Why? Because you need to talk to a number of specialists in your area. And you need to understand the solutions that they offer and then do a comparative analysis so that you can build a big picture for your business and your solution. Yeah? So it's not about knowing every detail, but knowing enough to connect the dots. I would say that creative problem solving is at the very essence of what it means to be an architect. It's about looking beyond the obvious. It's about thinking outside the box and adapting to ever-changing circumstances. Yeah? But here's the thing. It's not about quick fixes. It is not about addressing the surface level symptoms. It's about digging deeper, uncover the real issues, and address the root cause. So how do architects do that? They challenge the assumptions and they ask the right questions. And they divide a big problem into manageable chunks. So from my experience, I would say that this is one skill that equips an architect to turn challenges into opportunities. Yeah? Architecture trade-off analysis, it's quite a bit of heavy words, but what it means is in architecture, you always have to decide between competing priorities. Like example, cost versus quality. You cannot have best of both worlds. When you optimize for one, you have to take a hit on the other, right? But it's very important for you as an architect to understand what are the priorities for your business. Yeah? Because those priorities or those characteristics reflects the constraints, the goals, as well as the aspirations of the organization. So in order to maximize your solution's benefit for that business and the organization, you need to understand what is important for them so that you can devise solutions that maximize what they need while you take some hits and compromises on those characteristics that is not super critical for them. Architects are visionaries. They always start with an idea, a spark of a system that doesn't yet exist. But vision is not enough, right? The true value of an architect is in continuously giving depth and clarity to that idea so that your solution looks not only feasible, but the path to building it is also clear. And this is something that requires beyond technical knowledge. It's about strategic thinking to make sure that your solution is aligned to the business goals. It's about people skills, inspire people. You should foster collaboration within the team and then tap the talents, the diverse talents that you have in your team to the common goal. Yeah, so it's about having high aspirations and then turning them into impactful projects with outcomes. Because without implementation, every idea is only a daydream. The undefined academic landscape, which is the elephant in the room. Yeah. So when you talk about IT architecture, from my experience, there is no definite university degree. There is no clear path that would say that this is a way you can become an IT architect. It is more of an open canvas. It is about making sure that you are continuously enhancing your skills while you are on the job. Yeah, this is not a limitation. I would say that this is a way to look at building expertise in the digital age. Yeah, and so how long it would typically would take to become an architect? So generally, people start as a developer, and after spending 5-10 years and acquiring relevant experience, they can consider themselves as stepping into the zone of an architect. Yeah. Let me take you back to early 2000. I joined IT industry like many others as a small town boy. You know. And stepping into this new world of IT was daunting. My English was still work in progress. And the foreign English accent often kept me struggling to keep up. On top of it, I had a stammer that I carried from my school days. And the long distance meetings were a far cry from the video calls that we are used to today. I still remember sitting in small cubicles with a speakerphone in front of me, talking to people whom I have never met before, talking in accents that is often unfamiliar and intimidating. Not a favorable condition for somebody who is just starting up. But I must say that those experiences taught me perseverance and resilience and laid the foundation of my journey of who I am today. As I gained experience, I noticed architects in my team. Those were the people who were navigating the team through complex situations, who guided the team through extremely challenging problems, and who actually earned respect for the clarity of thought that they brought into the discussion that they are part of. By realizing the impact that they are making in the team, I also stepped into my journey to become an architect myself. Yeah. In the beginning, I started like a programmer, as I said before. Most of the architects start their career as a developer, as a programmer. Yeah? And my focus was on developing the cleanest code, the most efficient bug-free code. But later, I started asking different questions. Why the system is under load? And what I can do to make sure that the system will behave in a predictable way in 5 years from now. So my focus shifted from the present to the future. And that has marked the shift of my transition, say from developer to architect. Knowledge versus wisdom, right? We all live in AI age where information is available at your fingertips. The generative AI tools is part of a daily lexicon where knowledge retrieval is not a big deal at all now, right? But where we stand as architects, what is the value that we bring to the table is wisdom, not just mere knowledge. And what is wisdom? Wisdom is about contextual understanding. It's about intuition and understanding the human relationship, right? And that is super critical because you need to sometimes go beyond technology and understand the grand context even when you offer your solutions. Yeah, and I must say that the journey to become architect, it's not a straight line. It is the one where you will continuously transform yourself and ignited by your curiosity. Yeah. Those of you coming out of academia, or those of you who are just dipping into the IT career, my message to you would be IT architecture is not just about technology skills. but it's about mastering complexity and then, above all, working with people. Yeah. If you would like to build systems that is going to power the world, right? And if you would like to dream big, I would invite you to join the fascinating career of IT architects, where you are limited only by your imagination and your willingness to change to ever-changing circumstances. To all aspiring architects, let your curiosity be your compass and your wisdom be your guiding star. The digital world awaits your blueprint. Go and build something extraordinary.